I just want to point out here, since Sam was showing us all of his diagrams, notice the areas the great elephant census showed were the hot spots. It was a perfect match for what Sam showed. So we came from a completely different direction and showed exactly the same thing, which is incredibly powerful. I just wanted to point that out in passing. And I promise I'm not going to bore you with diagrams, but we got 5 versions of this diagram as we went around and talked to these protected area managers all over Africa. They kept telling us they had a lot of funders coming with drones, and they wanted to fly drones around, and they were all getting digital radios, incredibly important tool. They were literally sitting there writing notes in books and papers. In fact, we've seen that with a couple of other presentations today. And they said, you know what we need more than anything before we start getting inundated with all this technology is we need one place to put it all and visualize it and bring it together and be able to analyze it as a whole. And so that's what we started looking at. It's building a database and a back-end system is not very exciting. For a lot of people, flying a drone around in an airplane and all of that is a lot more fun. But this was the real problem we were trying to solve. And the great thing was that that Mr. Allen really said, look, let's put this together and let's put some of our own people on it. Notice the SMART databases there. The SMART partnership was one of the folks we talked to a lot. They've done great work on trying to get protected areas to think in a data-driven way. What we wanted to do was make that real time because it wasn't there yet. And what I want to show you now, is what does that mean? What are the implications of that? This is our partner at African Parks in Akagera National Park in Rwanda. And the best way to see what the implications of this are is, in fact, just to watch them. This is a training session where they're training the rangers about DAS and what it's going to mean for them.
Alpha 1 2 nayo igire gute ize ikakinga hanga no kuvuga ngo ntanzira uriya muhigi ashobora kubona yo kugira gute.
You understand that? Yeah. And today nobody is moving, but Claudia Gaspar will see Alpha Kilo here. She will see Alpha 11 here, Alpha 11 Alpha here, and she'll see you moving in. Yeah. Okay? She will even maybe tell you if it's quiet. Alpha 15, Alpha 13, you are 200 meters apart. Be careful. Because you'll be like this, you hear another team, you think, Abahiji. It's not Abahiji, yes, it is your own team. Yeah. You remember? Arc of fire, this way. Yeah? You're always like this, yeah? So that is going to help you. But Claudia and Gaspar, this is when you take charge. You tell them this is how it is going. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. They cannot see. You can see everything happening here.
I think that summarizes it beautifully. You can't see when you're out in the field. They can see. They can see now. And what you're seeing here is what we hope, and we've got this little animation here, if it will run. It's running. Okay, good. What we hope is that this will become the nerve center for all these protected areas, and that it will be standardized across all the protected area management, so that someone back in the control room can see all this data flowing in from collared animals, from radios, from various sensors, camera traps, and all of that, and they can see exactly what's going on and help manage what's going on, help keep the rangers safe, ultimately help keep the animals safe, and hopefully help keep some of these animals from being killed. As Sam said, before they're on a shipping container, they're actually not being killed here. And so that's what this is about. And I think this also really illustrates a unique aspect of Vulcan, and that is that Paul not only funds a lot, which of course he does, but he has a lot of other resources and assets to bring to the problem. We now have about 25 engineers that are working full-time building conservation and philanthropic tools. And all of us, myself included, 4 years ago or 3 years ago when I met Kathleen, I barely knew anything about conservation. And today, myself and all of those engineers have become avid conservationists, and we're trying to build solutions to help the folks out there on the ground. And I want to show just one more quick video with some of our partners talking about what they think this means to them. If I can get this to work, there we go.
In terms of real-time command and control is phenomenal.
Previously, you would wait until the end of the day or maybe the end of the week before you get that kind of a report. And at that particular time, it might be too late. You may have lost your animal.
By that intelligent anticipation, you can avoid problems in the future. And instead of conservation always being on the back foot, reacting, we can be proactive. It's a visionary thing to do, and I think it's going to be a game changer.
We're already at 6 sites in 5 countries. I mentioned Rwanda, the Northern Rangelands Trust. I know there's some folks here from the Northern Rangelands Trust. 35,000 square kilometers there are using it. It's being used in Malawi, in Zambia. The yellow areas are areas where we expect it to be going over the course of 2017. We're working with African Parks, with Save the Elephants, with WCS, with Lewa Conservancy, Northern Rangelands Trust, and the Singida Grimetti Fund. And we have a number of folks, conservation groups that are developing technologies that are anxious now and excited about integrating their technology into the DAS system so that it really raises all of that technology that's getting applied to do protected area management becomes more effective because it's greater than the sum of its parts. And I just want to thank all of our partners and thank you for listening today. And thanks for listening to all the panelists.